In the previous video, you learned how to use DVC pipeline to run modified components of your data pipeline. In this video, you will learn how to use GitHub Actions to automatically run the pipeline when pushing a commit with GitHub Actions. In your current directory, create a file called runpipeline.yam under the directory workflows under the directory .github. You see how the runpipeline.yam looks like. First, we specify the name of the workflow to be run code. Second, we specify the events that cause the workflow to run. In this case, we tell GitHub Actions that the workflow is triggered when a commit is pushed to the DVC pipeline branch, and the push includes the changes to the files in config, source, and data directories. The third part of the file specifies the job for the workflow. A workflow run is made of one or more jobs. A job includes a set of steps that are executed in order. Here, we create a job called run code. In this step, we use a custom container that includes all the requirements to run this pipeline. The first step is to check out the current repository so the workflow can access it. The second step is to pull the data from DVC. The third step is to run the pipeline with DVC. The fourth step is to push the outcomes to a DVC remote storage. If you are not familiar with these two steps, I recommend check out the previous video. And the last step is to commit the changes in dvc.log. We need this step because DVC repo will modify the file dvc.log to commit changes. In GitHub Actions, we will use the following action, and we will also specify the commit message, which branch the file is committed to, and the name of the file. After finish writing the workflow, we will add the changes, commit, and push it to GitHub. Now let's see if the workflow works by changing the file segment.py. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm gonna change the variable predications to pred. Now we have modified the file. Let's commit and push the changes to GitHub. Now go to the repository in your browser, click Actions, and scroll down. You should see the new workflow run called edit segment.py. You can see that it is triggered by my latest commit. Let's click this workflow run and see its details. Here we can see the other steps in the run code job run successfully. And if we take a closer look at the run pipeline with DVC step, we can see that DVC skips verifying the data sources and running the process data stage because they didn't change. And it only runs the stage trend because its dependencies change, which is exactly what we want. That's it. We have just succeeded in using GitHub Actions and DVC to run the workflow when changes are pushed to GitHub and rerun only stages with modified dependencies. If you are a data practitioner who is looking for a faster way to iterate on your data science project, I encourage you to give this a try. With a little bit of initial setup, you will save a lot of time for your team in the long run. Thank you for watching.